Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Ryan on second down. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. This is Coleman. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Touchdown, Falcons! Tevin Coleman, 61 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd down following the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go. All right, hey. Here we go. Go to 54. Go, Wayne.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
We're going to 54 line. Got it. We're going to 54 line. Done.
Again to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Run!
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal.
Everyone going to 52. Everyone going to 54. Going to 50.
Now Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone, count. Stand up there. Count. Watch the everyone going to 53. Gun. Switch. Count. 26. Undercut.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Double tight. Everyone. Everyone going to 54. Line 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Right there. Dang, baby.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. We're going to 54. Line 8.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
Here we go.
Running with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. got it up and through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. At the 24-yard line. Starts with a handoff to Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. Ready? 25. 53 is the mic. 25.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Tight end left. Ready, Hey, we got 3 downs.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Second down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Check.
On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. That's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Ready. 59, ready. Check 9. 11. 5, 25.
Second and goal to go now. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run.
Go, he's ready. Run. Come on. Yeah, buddy. That's how you hit. Double tight.
They come out here in the eye. On third down, it's Coleman, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Tight is Ringo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in.
On third down, it's Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Wide in. Gun. Everyone's got 4. 4 down.
First down carry by Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Again, it's Elliott. Stays on his feet. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Shield. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in. There we go. Kill. Check 3. Kill. Under 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Gun. Switch.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Down.
Three down. Hey, check.
11.
Three down.
Get up.
Check.
54. Hey,
Check out.
Tuesday. Ready. Get up.
Bang.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
Watch twin.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And got his man complete.
No.
Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An even 90 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Kill.
Check 15. Check.
A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. And incomplete here on third down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. They begin the drive with Coleman. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Woo! You got him. You got him. You got him. Watch right. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Here they come. Hot. Run.
Ready.
Yeah, baby.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more. Here's they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throw left side complete. It's long. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Prescott on 1st down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Prescott yet again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Buying time to his left. And some room to roam now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Here we go.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the 1st down.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw is Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready.
Here we go.
20.
Check.
Space.
Fresno. Check 3. Check
Man,
3.
right.
Check 3.
Gun.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, check 24.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Prescott now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, ready! 25!
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successful draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback.
Touchdown, Falcons! Austin Hooper, 36 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Third and short yardage, Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Should their woes on offense continue, that's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On third down, it's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's...
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's long. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throw left side complete. That's long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cowboys on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
There we go. There we go. Kill. Gun.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
There we go. Wide
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 45 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well,
and the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try to pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you already have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
He's going to loft one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. An incredible play there on fourth down. 54 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, four down.
180.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Alert. 3 down.
180.
94.
Now they'll run on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is...
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And tough starting field position here.
Double tight. You got 3 down.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Double tight.
Time running out here on the play clock. Again, Peterson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Let's get it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's it, baby.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try to evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Elliott running right. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.